And, those guys took a lot of pride in protecting our rim tonight. And, obviously 20 blocks is that's pretty special. So those guys did a great job.
Frank, the Pistons had 35 free throw attempts today, and you guys had 19. I was wondering what your reaction was to that, and if that was related to your tech at the end of the third.
What can I say? What can I say? It was related to my tech. It was the reason for my tech. And, it's two ways. I felt like, let's just say I wanted my guys to stop fouling, and I wanted to draw attention to what I wanted to draw attention to. Leave it at that. And keep my money.
Frank, you used words like wanted to dominate your opponent, wanted to kill your opponent, to rack up 20 blocks like that. Is that a reflection of that attitude that you want these guys to bring?
It is. It's we want to be dominant defensively, and we have the ability to be dominant, in particular in the paint. So to me, there was, like I said, that was the message yesterday. There's no reason to give up 68 points in the paint with the team that we have. If we really commit, and those guys did. They dominated the paint tonight. Only 32 points in the paint, less than half of what we gave up last game, the entire game, and proud of their performance inside. I think I don't mind it. I just think he stayed in it a second or two too long. We were running on a break. He could have had a putback, but I don't mind that.
Frank, even before tonight, you guys were leading the league in blocks. You have three guys, obviously, who can be really incredible rim protectors. What has just that trio done for you this year, and how has that kind of shaped what you are defensively?
Well, you can't ask your perimeter guys to push up on the three-point line as much as we do without that type of support behind you. And really our scheme is it centers around the ability to chase guys off the three-point line, even our pick and roll defense, and hopefully force the opponent to take tough twos over our length at the rim or to play in the mid-range. And we can still do a better job on a three-point line, but when we did chase them inside, we were great cleaning things up.
Frank, I think you can answer this one. In terms of the free throws, a lot of times they'll say, players will get a reputation for drawing fouls or committing them or whatever. As a team, you guys don't get to the line very often. Are you worried at all that you're gaining a reputation that you don't do the things that get you to the line, as a group?
Choose my words wisely here. We've been in communication with the league through the right channels, about, feeling like we could get to the line more. We'll just leave it at that. We're being aggressive. When the ball moves, it's not just about jumping in and trying to initiate contact. The more the ball moves offensively and you get the defense in rotations and they have no choice but to foul you at the rim, that's the right way to get to the free throw line. But we also talk about things fundamentally like jumping into guys when you get them off their feet at the free throw line, at the three-point line, which we don't do well enough. We don't use shot fakes in general well enough. Playing smarter when we have the bonus. There's too many times where we get into the bonus and we settle instead of going to the basket then when any contact is free throws. So there's things we can do on our end, that we're working on to hopefully get there more. But we're also trying to draw attention to it by going through the right channels with the league.
Sportsnet Lakers, driven by your Southern California Honda dealers. I'm Chris McGee. We got big game James Worthy down there. Lakers insider Mike Bresnan, Allie Clifton at Staples Center. We'll hear from her in a little bit. The Lakers win their fifth in a row. Not an easy game, but they find a way to do it again. It was one of those Sunday night games, big game, that just kind of dragged on. A weird game, right? Kind of strange. We were talking about it. L.A., 20 blocks, one off a franchise record. But the Pistons shot 35 free throws to the Lakers 22. At one time, it was 26-6 in favor of the Pistons. But then again, the Lakers, they're now 20-0 against sub-500 teams, James. But there's that, what Stu was talking about then, the complacency, the lack of consistency. But then again, it's a win.
Yeah. The good thing is you got the win. And when you look back at it, sure, you're going to look at the games and look at the blemishes, particularly the ones you just mentioned. Too many fouls, sending Detroit to the line 35 times. That's something that's going to, catch up with you. But I don't think they moved the ball as well as they could have. tonight, either on the offensive end, but they did get 66 points in the paint. They did some good things, but, boy, they got to find out a way to put these teams away in the fourth quarter. Otherwise, this could have been a massacre.
Yeah, it's a bad third quarter, James.
Yeah.
Only 19 points for the Lakers. Let's go back to Staples Center. Anthony Davis is with Mike Trudell.
All right, Anthony, you had 8 of the team's 20 blocks tonight, just 1 block short of the franchise high. You know how far back this franchise goes. What did you guys see protecting the rim tonight?
That's it, really protecting the rim. They're a team that like to attack the paint. Coach got on us about last game giving up, I think, 60-plus paint points. And so we just tried to do a better job of protecting the paint. And anytime they came in there, just trying to play without fouling and meet them at the top.
I mean, you had games before with 10 blocks, 10-plus blocks, but having Dwight and JaVale McGee on the roster, what's that like just for you to have additional rim protection beyond yourself?
Oh, it's good because it kind of keeps me on the perimeter guarding, the stretch forwards. And, we know we have another line of protection if I'm on the perimeter. So them guys did a great job of, protecting the paint as well. And our guards, too. So our guards do a great job without fouling and letting us come over the top with the blocks. So, we're all on the string when it comes to the defense. And if we keep playing that way, we're a tough team to beat. I mean, obviously, it's not the way we want to win, they're a good team. They play hard. They play together. And so we know it's going to be tough. But, we found a way to win, and it was what I started with our defense.
Yeah, Detroit kept coming. You've seen that's been a theme during this homestand. Teams are always going to come back. But down the stretch, you got your offense going a little bit, too, particularly on that corner three. What were you seeing from a spacing standpoint there to get in a position to knock it down?
They were trying to send a double team a lot in the first half. Hit the ball out my hand. One of the players over there told me, he said they watched a lot of the last game against New Orleans, so they wanted to make sure they limit my scoring. But I try to find other ways to get involved, on the defensive end or, making the right reads out of the double teams. And then second half, they wasn't doubling as much, so I was able to get to my shots. But I think we all did a good job of just kept attacking. Usually in the fourth, we stopped attacking a little bit when we have a lead, and we wanted to score a 30-plus point quarter. And I think, I'm not sure if we did it, but actually, I think we did so. So we just got to continue attacking in the fourth quarter. And, I just try to get my shots when I can and, get to the line and see the ball go in and then make big shots at the end.
All right, last one for you. Danny threw you that alley-oop pass that was really high last game. You got one from LeBron tonight. Are they just trying to see how far they can test you at this point?
Absolutely. They say, if I throw it up, go get it. I said, all right, cool. So they're trying to test to see how high I can jump.
All right, we'll see how that goes.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, man. It's Anthony Davis. 8 blocks amongst many other stats tonight. Lakers hold on 106-99 Staples.
Yeah, Lakers hold on indeed and get the win, 106-99. They are now, 29-7 on the year. Brez, let's start with the blocks. Mike was talking to Anthony Davis about it. 8 for AD, 6 for McGee, 5 for Dwight. And when you have 2 of those guys on the court at one time, it makes it awfully tough for an offense to score on them. Franchise record's 21. They lead the league with 7 per game, but 20 tonight is a pretty special number.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we said before the game, hey, it feels like every week, maybe even every other game, this team is close to setting a record or one of their players is scratching up against history. Tonight it was the block shots. The Lakers had 21 against Denver in 1982, guys. And they almost broke that record. One more block shot, they would have tied it. So, again, history almost falling by the wayside here with this 21 against Denver in 1982, guys. And they almost broke that record here with this Laker team. And it's just 7-footer after 7-footer after almost 7-footer. Dwight likes to remind people he is not 7 feet, is a few inches below it. But with rim protection like that, James, I know it's kind of old school basketball to be that good defensively around the basket, but it works for the Lakers.
Yeah, old school is still the best school.
Yeah.
And, the key word that comes to me is timid. I see players drive into that paint, and they know that the Giants are there. You see them drive in. Normally they'll take a shot. They will circle out of the lane because these guys are doing such a great job of blocking shots, altering shots, intimidating. And I'm sure in the scouting reports, the opponents have to know that if you go in the paint, go strong because they got some really good shot blockers. And tonight was an indication, 21 shot. That's a lot.
Yeah, and Dwight, just a few days away from his contract being fully recognized. He's on that non-guaranteed contract.
Guess what? He's fine.
Yeah, not that he had to pad the resume anymore, but 11 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 block shots.
Yeah, he's good.
That's what he's done for this team, guys. What a great story of redemption. He has completely